thinks. Hotwings. What Hotwings thinks.
Free beer, Zane, Joe, and Green Bay! I'm sick of talking about Trump. And I'm sick of talking about Clinton and all the other small-minded liars, criminals, cheats, charlatans, sycophants, and general turdmongers that seem to be in never-ending supply. Instead, I want to talk about something that we can all relate to. And by all, I mean the men. Yeah. I'm sorry, ladies. I don't have anything for you today because you're good at everything. I mean, aside from parallel parking. And reaching stuff on high shelves and getting out of the house on time in the first outfit you had on. But aside from that, and your glacially slow decision making, inability to cook as well as your mom, and curious affinity for ugly purses, you're pretty perfect. See, because for all of the weird things that you do, there's one thing that you do not do. Use, and thus misuse, a urinal. So I want to talk to every one of you beady-eyed man boys in this room and across the globe about your floor pee. I got a real problem with a lot of you barbaric ogres with penises. Now, it would be easy to assume that the floor under a urinal wouldn't see much action because of how the Johnson extends forward like a highly aimable, controllable hose. But I'm quite certain that most ladies would get less pee on the floor if they used the urinal. You show me a bathroom in America and I'll show you a pee puddle the size of Lake Michigan. And that makes no sense because screwing up peeing should be as embarrassing as screwing up toast or breathing. If you're doing it right, the pointy tip of the urinal ought to be directly under your nuts. Which means that unless your joint does a complete 180 out of your body, there should be no chance that you're going to drizzle the terracotta with your penis pilsner. It sounds delicious. It can be. Look, if you're in a bathroom, you shouldn't be trying to go for distance like a 10-year-old boy at the top of a construction site dirt pile. Put your tip over that thing. Why am I telling you this? It's peeing. You probably have the basics down at 3. And yet, you show me a public bathroom and I'll show you a floor that looks like a wet dream slurping slab for Bear Grylls. He loves pee. I don't know, maybe I'm just macho enough. Maybe I should like it when my shoelaces drag across the surface of another man's yellow Niagara runoff. I should like sloshing my ripple soles on top of a urine puddle that looks like an EPA-enhanced river water. But I don't, because I'm not a Bears fan. But you probably don't have to worry about disgusting dork leakage here in Green Bay, because the men are honorable, sensitive, and sturdy, like a merging of Abe Lincoln, Paul Bunyan, and a giant sequoia. Plus, their dongs don't shoot urine. They shoot out a concoction of liquid freedom made from brats and Vince Lombardi hat fibers. The only thing you have to worry about finding near a urinal in Green Bay is maybe a few of Brett Favre's pubes. But those are collectibles, so no problem. The point is the rest of the country is disgusting because the rest of the country is not Green Bay.